What's up, guys? It's your boy the Badwolf, here to bring you guys more of the information. So before we get started, I want to thank everybody out there for supporting the channel. As you can see, we're halfway through 7,500 people, almost 8,000 people. When we get to 8,000, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to go live. I know some of you guys have been asking me how come I don't go live. Believe it or not, I know you guys watch these videos. I'm really kind of a private person. I know it sounds weird. Oh, it's just... No, for real. I really don't do good in the public eye. I guess maybe my alter ego would. But, so I thank you guys for this publicity, this notoriety, this infamy, whatever else. Because I've even, been in other chat groups on Facebook and they don't know my real name on there. And they're like, yeah, the Bad Wolf, Bad Wolf. So thank you guys for that. I appreciate. I'm not looking for the fame. I'm looking for the fact that I want you guys to know this stuff because you deserve it. It's yours. And I just appreciate that you like how I present the information and what I present, and that unlike a lot of people, I'm actually living this life, and I've lived this life. And I mean, it's my time and turn to give back. And so much like for you guys and for my family, I want to make sure that this is, out there for posterity. So anyway, let's get started. So this particular video is about, thank you for the donations. Those still continue to come in at crazy amounts. I mean, I got 100, 500, something, and then $2. It's all great to me, guys. I appreciate it, seriously. The channel itself is starting to make a little tiny bit of money. So that's cool. I appreciate it. Things have slowed down on the, the ordering, probably because, we're over COVID. People can get out there and do some stuff. But there's more traffic, so more people are at least watching. They haven't quite bought, and some of you guys have been making your own explanatory statements and having me review them during our consultations. That is okay. We can do that as well. Like I said, if you don't want to buy mine, you can make your own. I've always said that. It's definitely not all about the money here. So anyway, I digress. Let's get to it. So this particular video is about your UCC1, okay? Now, I did mention a little bit on how to do it, and typically I do have people just get the file because it gets so tiring telling people all the steps, and then there's some steps that I don't even know. So usually when we do a consultation, that's when I give people the information a little bit more on a UCC1, or they go to blacksite32, my site, .com, blacksite32.com, my site, and they get the file, and then they can do it themselves, which usually works great. Now, for those people who are running into this new problem, because once again, what I've always told you in this channel, they find ways to make sure that they curve the situation, okay? So now what they've been doing is they've been making the box, because I'm just a madman in a box, but they've been making the box a little bit tinier, tiny. Alright, so what's that mean? That means that if you use my file and you try to copy paste, which we were able to do for years, you're not going to be able to copy and paste all that information because they don't want you to protect all that. They never said you couldn't use that stuff or declare it. They just want to make the box smaller. Alright, so how do we deal with that? Well, I'm glad you asked, and that's why we've got the channel here. So, remember, this is educational information, not for any other purposes, especially nothing nefarious, because we are non-combatants, non-belligerents, friends of the United States, and treaty with the Vatican and UNIDROIT. We're claiming it here, people. All right, so what do we do? One, either you will have to itemize all of your stuff into that little box, okay? So you can then put all of my person, my being, including the fibers of my soul, any genetic material, etc., whatever I'm putting a lien against, for the tune of $10, $20, $50,000, $100,000 per item withdrawn or used or damaged. All of my house and my materials, $5.2 million. My vehicle and any vehicle I have, any aspect of it, including towing, $250,000. All of my computer equipment and whatever else, another 1.2 million. So that's how you can do that. Or you can still put it all in on paper. Do your form, put your information on there, because it should be your form anyway. And then you're going to get the paper form and mail it in that way. Now, it does take a little bit longer, but if you want to have it all in there, which one of my clients was I just spoke to last week, that's what I told them to do, so that's what you can do as well. It just means that if they do reject you from some stupid reason or whatever else, that they're going to send it back in paper. You're not going to get the instant rejection and be able to rebut it, and refute it, and return it instantly. Okay, so be prepared for that just in case. Now, the real heart of this video is about the UCC3. What is that? I already followed UCC1, Mr. Wolf. Why for I need to be doing that kind of stuff? What is that you talking about? Well, I'm glad you asked, young boy from the country in the back. The UCC3 is an addendum. Okay, it means it is an attachment to your original file. You cannot go back in and correct your original file. You have to do a UCC3. Well, how do you do it? I'm glad you asked over there. Okay, so you're going to have your original number. You pull up your information. Now, you really, in Wisconsin, you have to set up an account. So it's easy to go into the account. It's already in there. And then you can just hit addendum to that particular number. Some of you guys out there who live in the way down yonder, not far offs, you're going to have to take your number, go on there, punch it up, or look yourself up, because you should be in the record underneath your government Cesta K trust name. And once you find that, you're going to hit addendum. Put in all your information like you did in the original way to avoid all the traps and whatnot. If you don't know those, they're in the file. Available on blackslide32.com. Shameless plug. Ta-da! But once you do that, you are going to now have I believe it's at least in Wisconsin, it's a slightly larger box, so you can get additional information in there. I think it costs like maybe 10 or 15 bucks to an addendum. So, optimally, you put in your information in the tiny box. If you want to add to it, you can close that one out and then open up a new addendum. You can always do more addendums. Addendum, addendum, addendum. So you can now put in all those copy, paste, copy, paste, copy, paste. Hypothetically, that's what you can do if you want to add all the information to your file that way. However, you're going to be spending more money. So they're not saying you can't add the information. Now that they know what's going on, now they want to make some more money off of it, because that's how they pay the bills. Alright guys, so that's it. Hopefully you guys find that information constructive. Be good out there in all of your walks of life. Thank you for helping to make the channel do what it be doing. Remember, when you guys contact me for your consultations, include your phone numbers right away. I always call from a private or blocked number, because it gets a little hectic when people are messaging me all types of day, out of the blue, whatever I'm at, whatever I'm doing. Hey, what about this? And what about that? Which is okay with a couple people, a couple of friends, but not when it turns into a lot of people. So, book the consultations, and yes, I was even asked, somebody was like, hey, I'm kind of low on or low on money, but that makes it kind of funny, right? Can I do like a half hour or something? Yeah, you know, you have to kind of message me and set that up, because I don't have a pay plan for that. But it would be $25 for the, 30 minutes or, something like that. But I'm going to tell you right now, most of the time, unless it's one specific question or two, it's typically, we're going to go over that half an hour. So either watch the video, all the videos, go back to the original homepage for YouTube for James C. Lovett, and search in the search bar. That's how you find the information you're probably looking for on my main page. Okay, because YouTube is not going to promote every single video that I have through your channel. That just doesn't happen. So that's it, guys. Thank you for helping the Bad Wolf get to where we're at. I appreciate it. Continue to study, continue to be safe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out. Back to the lab.